Many years ago, I came across a few lines in a book that I connected with. They were, "It's easy to judge, but you never know another person's heart, what gives them strength and what breaks them down." I have learned to listen more and speak less. The result has been eye-opening conversations and inspirational moments that I have shared with you right here. Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Crystal One-on-One Time Conversations and we're at Kampala Sheraton Hotel. This show is brought to you by Roke Telecom, and with me today I have someone who's had their voice on radio for years, and she has a little bit of a sweet tooth as well. We'll get into that. Isabella Kesiime, most people call her Bella.
That's
Bella,
true.
how are you?
I'm good.
Does
Crystal,
anyone
how
call
are
you Izzy?
Issa, maybe. My cousins, very close cousins, have
Issa.
called me Issa from when I was a kid. So yeah. But
And home,
other than
what
that,
do they call you at home?
Isabella.
Isabella. Okay. So Bella, it's nice to have you on the show. Thank you for
Nice
making
to
the
be
time.
here.
How are
Thank
you
for having
doing?
me. I'm good.
How are the twins?
They're big. They're grown.
They're grown.
My fellow adults.
Yeah.
For real.
But you
seriously.
know they're still your babies. Aren't they going to be your babies forever?
Forever, yeah. But I look at them and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. We have to talk now. It's no longer do this because no. It's okay. This is what's going on. So, what's your suggestion? How do we do this? This is, yeah. We
Okay.
talk things through.
Okay. You know, I've always said that having children just makes the passing of time so different. Because in your own life as an adult, 5 years can go by and there's nothing so significant. But with children, like from here to there, a lot can happen.
No time, yes. No time.
What's your average day like?
My average day.
Like a weekday?
Now, it's if I don't have cake orders that are going out that day because I bake as well, then it's just waking up because I'm on air at Radio 1 from 1 to 4, but then I have to be at the station by midday. So an average day, no cake orders, wake up, maybe have my warm water, that's around, okay, I'll be awake by around 7, but I'm still in bed.
Okay. Are you an early riser, like naturally?
The body clock, yes, because I think of the baking and there's those cakes that have to go out, blah, blah, blah. So my body clock, naturally, I'll be up, but then I'll stay in bed. If there's no pressing business getting me out of bed, then maybe now around 9 o'clock, I figure I have to jump out of bed, no matter what else. Yeah, I have to jump out of bed. Being a lady, there's the whole figuring out, what am I going to wear today? Seriously, that's a big part of it as well.
I've tried doing that the night before. It saves me a
Doesn't
lot
work.
of confusion in the morning.
For me, it doesn't work.
No?
I dress according to how I'm feeling. I may have planned something, then you wake up and the weather is not cooperating. Or you just wake up and your stomach is just bulging in the wrong
Oh,
places.
somehow the outfit that looked
It's just
good
not
the last
working
time.
out, yes. So I figure it out. Sometimes even in the bathroom, yes. Then I try to be out of the house by 10 because traffic is just a whole other story. Yeah, I give myself at least 2 hours to get to town. Yeah, so get to Radio 1, do my prep, get on air. 4 o'clock, I'm done. If I'm not having tea or coffee with friends, no plans after, then I'm heading back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have a Sunday show and
Yes.
and you love country music. I think you've
So
always talked
much.
about how much you love country
So
music.
much,
Okay, so is that what got you to Radio 1, your love for country music? Or
No, not at all.
because
How did I
you've
get
been on radio in different places.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Radio. How did radio start? It just came to me, should I say. It just, you know how you've been doing this job, that job, but you're not happy. I think I'm just one of those people who never exactly knew what it is I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to be happy.
Okay.
Whatever I did, I wanted to do something that made me happy. So I was, working in a shop, and a UTL shop, and I was just tired of and I just asked God, like, show me what I'm supposed to be doing on this earth. I used to write, okay, I still write, but I did not want to work like in a news something or doing news stories, or that wasn't the kind of thing I wanted to do. So honestly, radio just came to me.
Okay, so it's not something like you wanted to do when you were growing
No,
up.
I can't lie. No.
Okay, well,
I
take
just
us back.
figured that, wait, I love music
Mm-hmm.
and I think I like talking. What a perfect combination. Then something else that really appealed to me was the hours, because I've never been the 8 to 5, sit in an office. Yes, so that also appealed to me. So when it clicked, I was like, yes.
This can
And
work.
then I told the friends I told, were like, Bella, we've always told you. We have always. And I was like,
This is where you're supposed to be,
yes.
huh?
And I think somehow it just never sunk in. It never, yeah. Until something inside of me went off and I was like, yeah.
Okay. All right, so where were you born?
Here in Kampala, Mengo Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you grow up in Mengo or?
Okay, when we were younger, my parents lived in Lunguja.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there for a little while. Then we moved to, I think, Najana Nkumbi.
Mm-hmm.
And then the biggest part of my childhood that I remember is Makerere, the Makerere flats.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's where I spent most of my happy childhood. Flats, many kids playing. Yeah.
Lots of playing.
Yeah.
And your parents? Was any one of them in teaching or?
My mom, yes.
Your mom.
Yes.
Okay.
She taught fine arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
At McCary?
No.
Where? In
She
school?
taught, yeah, she taught at Kampala High School.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And your parents? What did they do?
Dad was a telecoms engineer and mom was a teacher by profession. Yeah, so
Okay.
she also baked.
Ah.
Yeah.
So she
also
passed it
baked,
down.
Yeah, but just for home,
Mm-hmm.
it's bread that she baked commercially.
Okay.
But cakes, simple cakes were just for home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
And do you have many siblings?
I have two brothers.
Two
I had a
brothers.
sister, but God called her while we were still little. So yeah,
I'm sorry.
I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
He's given me great friends that have more than.
So
that
your
have-
brother's older or they're younger
Yeah,
than
they're
you?
older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they bully you?
Oh, bully as a baby. How do you bully mommy's baby?
Hey,
How do you
they
bully
can
mommy?
because you're getting
No.
all the attention.
Yeah, so you dare not. You'll get into so much trouble.
Is that you saying
dare
you had special
not.
treatment?
It's inevitable. I'm the youngest and I'm the only girl. So it's kind of inevitable. But my eldest brother, we had a little bit of the sibling tug.
Rivalry.
Yeah, kind of. I think I'd say, yeah, we fought quite a bit. But the one I follow, the one I immediately follow, it's just too cool for.
For that drama.
Yeah.
Okay. And school?
School was good.
Mhm.
I went to Buganda Road Primary School, and then I went to Mary Hill for my O-level, and then Makerere College for my
Okay.
A-level.
All right. Were those like your choices where you wanted to go, or was it just kind of it fell into place? Parents decided?
I guess back in our days, school was school. I think all the schools were good. Like for high school, Buganda Road was yay. But I mean, primary school, it's your parents that choose for you, and it was close to home. Makerere
yeah.
Flats and Buganda Road
So you
was
could walk
very
there?
near, yeah. So high school, I think my first choice was Gaza High School, but I got 7 points, so they pushed me to Mary Hill, which was great. It's a beautiful experience.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Makerere College was, yeah, my choice. I was tired of girls' schools.
Very different
Wanted
from
to
Mary
hang
Hill,
out
I'm
with
sure.
boys.
I don't think you told your parents that though.
Of course not.
Yeah, girls' schools very different.
And then Makerere College, completely different, night and day.
So what was your experience there? Because when you said night and day,
Both
was it
were. I
getting
wouldn't
into
trade
the
it for
drama,
anything.
entertainment? Was
Yeah.
it, what was it?
I wouldn't trade it for anything. Both experiences were really nice, I think, for a young girl. Mary Hill was beautiful. It was sweet. Its innocence. It was so far. I mean, it's in Bara. Grew up here, so it was a whole different experience, but very nice. It was nice to experience something that's. Where else would I have gotten that? And many of my girlfriends I have known from back then. Yeah, made some really great friendships. A few of them actually we were together in Makerere College as well, so the friendship has continued. And then hey, came and found boys. Gosh, no, I still don't like boys a lot.
Telco.
Well, so the friendship has continued. And then, hey, came and found boys. Gosh, no, we still looking like boys a lot.
Maybe it was the right time
It
rather than
was.
getting to university and suddenly they're boys.
It honestly was. You know, I got into a little bit of trouble in Maryhill because of boys. It wasn't even a bad thing. It was just that we used to go for like netball matches or debates or things like that to the boys' schools. Or if there were games there was a stadium, Kacheka, where we used to go. And we used to walk, I remember. We used to walk because Maryhill is quite close. And so we were walking back to school and there's boys escorting us back to school.
Okay,
So
that wasn't allowed?
I think, I don't know. What I remember is I think we walked slower than everyone else because we had company. So we go back to school and they've closed the gates and they're writing names of the people who are late. And I mean, it's just that we lagged behind a little bit, yeah. So I think the punishment was not to put our first choices back at Maryhill. But for some of us, that worked. We're like, yay, now there's nothing my parents can say.
So that was like in S4?
Yeah.
Okay, so you come from Maryhill, then you come to Makerere College, which is smack in Makerere University, in the center of town, coming from being so far away from home.
Yeah.
So how was that for you?
It was nice. It was nice because you're near home, you're in town. Makerere College now time was party. It was part of campus. You could, walk in and out of school. Of course, it was illegal, but I tell guys you'd walk out of school in uniform, out of the front gate.
You were the brave ones.
Seriously. Like, it's just confidence, I think.
I think it was confidence.
Because remember, there were day scholars. So how are you going to exactly tell I'm not a day scholar? Of course, the matron knew us, but you just take the risk.
Okay.
But I honestly was never going out of school to do bad things. Yeah,
So what were you going to do?
going to see my mom to tell her I'm broke. I'm not lying.
Were your parents still in the flats?
Yeah, no. By that time, I think we had moved. They'd moved to Bokoto.
Okay.
But my mom was working at All Saints. Her office was All Saints, yeah.
So it's still close by. Okay. So you said like your friends, when you told them that you thought about radio, they were like, yes, of course. So what were you like in school? Were you big on entertainment? Were you ever involved in any of that music, drama?
Yeah, I did. I always took part in the the music, the dancing, but I think it's just that I love music. I just love music, and I think I can be a little talkative. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
conversation, play music, and get paid for a few hours
It's
a
a
day.
dream.
It is. It completely is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you finished at Makerere College, and then what happened? Did you know at that point what you wanted to do?
My mind was definitely mass comm, because
Okay.
even if I wasn't exactly clear on what it was, I knew it would be in that field. Yes.
Okay.
So unfortunately, Makerere University did not offer me mass comm,
Okay.
and the course they were giving me, my dad said, tourism. We
Okay.
just thought, no, our parents and the old school type of, professional course, blah, 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 what, and so, yeah.
So what did you have to do then?
He said, so we applied to Bugema University for accounts. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with accounts, but
Yeah.
what I know of you, I'm like,
Exactly.
accounts?
Exactly.
Were you ever the kind of person who...
Numbers and me? No. But like I said, that's their kind of thinking. They mean well, they meant well, that's what they knew.
And they believe they needed to decide for you the best course of action.
Yes, and they have this mind that you can do it. I know I can do it, but it's not. It doesn't come naturally. It's a lot of effort that I don't enjoy. Like I mean, we had to pass maths in O level and have coaching at Lugu Jaws and yeah. So it's so much effort, yes, but I don't enjoy it. You know, but they. I mean, that's not how their minds were wired.
Okay.
So he figured, you can do this. You just, you just want to play too much and what, but you can do accounts and, you get a good job and so, yeah.
Of course, he was thinking about what's the
Yeah.
safest course of action for my child. So, did you go and do accounts?
I went. I'm not sure I did the account.
Okay,
Crystal, you're going to
but
get me
wait.
in trouble.
What do you mean? You went, but you didn't. What do you mean?
I did go to the university,
Uh-huh.
but it has
This
it
was
has Bugema.
Bugema,
Yeah. Like first of all, Bugema University, Seventh-day Adventist. Strict. They are. I was getting into trouble in O level for little things. Now imagine, I'm in university and you're still trying to put all these restrictions because I mean it's a religious institution, so they still have a code that they follow and all that. I think even the non-mixing of boys and girls was worse in that place. Seriously, seriously,
but you're-
than it was
you're
in high
adults.
school. Yeah, but they had all these rules and it was far from all my friends, you know. And then I didn't like the course anyway. So they have the system they used was but the one semester system, and I think it's like the American system where you can pick and choose what course units to do in the term.
Okay.
So I picked everything else but accounts. You know, what was I thinking?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how long were you there?
A year.
Okay. And then?
And then I just told my dad I'm not going back. Yeah.
Good on you.
I know, right? But
That
at that
takes, like,
time, no.
A ton of courage.
It did. Trust me, it did.
How did it go down?
It wasn't good. But
How did you even begin?
Crystal, there was nothing else to do. Like, I was literally dying. I can't. You reach a point where you're like, I can't do this. This is not me. This is not my life. We're wasting each other's time. You know? Yeah. Something has to give. And so I had to tell him, and I just can't. Of course, he was disappointed. We spent so much money, a whole year, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So, you came back home. What was the plan then after that?
I think I didn't exactly have a plan, but I was like, let's figure something out. I honestly wouldn't have minded doing tourism. I think I would have been happier doing tourism and then figuring something out along the way, right? Than going to do accounts.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, the parents, you're at home, they're not talking to you. What? You stay in your room until you hear they've left. That's when you come out, and for a while. I figured maybe I better find a job as they are probably slowly learning to forgive me. Yeah, but my dad would always say, what job are you going to do without a qualification? You settle for the, But anything,
What
but
did
go
your
back
mom
to do
say?
accounts. I think she's just more of the, you could have stuck this through and then figure out whatever it is you need to figure out after this. But you see your dad, he's trying so hard and he means well, and now all this money is wasted. But, moms are a little,
But I mean,
A
if you had
little
done the
softer.
whole how many years, there would have been a lot more money
I
wasted.
wouldn't have. I couldn't have. There's no way. There's just no way.
You
I
just
would
couldn't
have,
do it.
no.
Okay. So you stayed home. You said you started thinking about getting a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I got pregnant.